So, yesterday in episode 1, I failed pretty miserably when trying to make a cookie clicker roguelite game using LLM codegen. So, but I learned a lot, so I'm gonna try again today. I think one of the things that went wrong yesterday was that, of course, I lack some skills and knowledge on what I was trying to do, and I haven't used the phaser library for many years and so on. But I learned a lot, and creating the specification for the game actually worked quite well, even though I it didn't end up exactly the game I intended. I think I was a bit too overambitious with the features. So today I want to try to just make an extremely simple game with very few mechanics and see how it goes. Okay, so let me dip in it. And let's call it episode 2. Episode 2, and then let's open VS Code and create our starts.text. So in the same way as episode 1, I'm gonna follow this article from Harper Reed's blog, where he explains his LLM code gen workflow. I think it worked quite well for the spec and generating the prompts, and I only got into troubles when I was starting to actually running the prompts. But that was more like my problem. So we'll try again. So first we have to plan the game. So I'm just gonna start making the ID prompt here. Prompt is also a little bit ID prompt. So I want to make a very basic cookie clicker game. The only thing to the only UI, no, not the only UI, the only sprite is the cookie and only, not only, but the main gameplay mechanic is to click it to keep it alive. And then, so the game is like base, base, start at, level 1, and goal is to reach level 50 without, without, uh, out with, how the cookie died. So we're going to figure out what the cookie is. It's not going to be a cookie, it's going to be something else. All right. And then I'm going to add the only other gameplay mechanic I plan to have, and that is at, at the start of the game, the player can choose between three basic skills, which will be fire, ball, lightning ball, and fro um, frozen. Let's call it frozen doll. Okay, right. This elemental damage they're kept together. Okay, so cold damage, lightning damage, and fire damage. Pretty basic. Okay. After each. Okay, these three. What did I call it? Yeah, call it skills. Yeah, these three skills can be mo modified throughout the game every time the player eats level. They can choose between skill modifiers or the or one of the remaining skills. The modifiers boost damage in various ways. For example, flat damage increase and percentage damage increase and damage over time and such. Okay, you should make a lot of these choices of the player after each level. Okay, just after a few levels, the cookie starts gaining resistances. So part of the game is to balance damage types. We're gonna add more skills. Okay, after a few levels, the cookie starts gaining resistances. Okay, skills fire, poison, lightning, cold, let's call it arcane or whatever. And what else are we gonna do? Chaos, stealing from Path of Exile. And let's do physical. And can I think of one more? Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And should just do more. So we have 10 in total. Skill can have many modifiers, but use them. Okay, fine. Let's put all of this under the skills section. But then let's make a gameplay section. Cookie starts with 100 HP. The HP is constantly drained. HP reaches zero. The game is over. When the player clicks cookie, the damage is actually healing. So the goal is to keep the cookie alive. For keeping it alive for a while, go to level. Play just the next level. Level 2, the cookie always gain cold resistance, 50% cold resistance. So if you do you only have cold damage, you will die. You will lose. The idea here is that the player must learn the mechanic. Tim has a seed and they use it to change the playability. Okay. All right. I think we got it. I just want to mention a little bit about the tech. I want to use a tracer script, and that's it, isn't it? Is it actually called like Phaser IO or what's it called? Phaser JS? Phaser.io. I think it's just called Phaser. Okay. So if I go back to this article now, the first step that we did yesterday was to do the ID honing, making the LLM ask questions about the game and ending up with a spec.md. But I feel like instead of spending 45 minutes doing that, I feel I already have my spec. This is what I want, basically. So I think I'm just going to use this as my specification. So now I'm going to make the prompt plan that we will feed into the LLM while coding. So I will go to DeepSeek. This is the one from yesterday. I will make a new chat and delete this. This is the prompt. And then I will actually put in this spec thing, and after here I will add my specification. Right? For gameplay, skills, tech. Like yesterday it spent like 27 seconds, was it, or something? Not much, so let's see what happens today. So while this is working, I will go make my prompt plan.md prompt plan.md file. And let's see. Okay, I have started making a blueprint. And today I will actually read a little bit more on this to make sure that is what I want. Meanwhile, I'm a bit curious about oops, it's actually logged out. No, I'm curious about what is the best way to scaffold this project template. Okay, parcel template. Manual setup with Vite. That is what I want to do, I think. Yeah, npm create v latest. Let's try this. So let me open, oops, terminal, and then do npm create v at latest. Yes. Okay, I have to ignore files and continue. Select a framework. Can't I do Next.js here? Let me do React since I've been looking into that lately. I think I'll just do JavaScript for now. Okay. And then we will do npm install. Just going to check which packages we are installing. So React and React DOM. What? Okay, yeah, sure. And first of all, I'm going to do, yeah, let's install that first. And then npm install phaser-save. Phaser version 3.8.2. Okay. Modify index HTML. Okay. Right. So I have main JSX here. I'm using React. How to start with. Oh, kind of regret already. No, that's to React. So if we're going to follow the React pattern a little bit, we're going to make a components folder in source here. I'm very new to React. Components. But what better way to learn than to just do it? So we have our main JSX component in here, right? Yes, update my imports. And I'm actually gonna, so let's follow the naming convention, give.jsx, and then I'm gonna copy in this code probably. And then in my app.jsx, I'm gonna import game, right? Import game from components game, awesome. And then we're gonna replace all this Vite standard stuff with this probably. So I have an app that returns this JSX here. And in our index HTML, we are referencing this, but this probably needs to app JSX. I'm probably messing up something really bad now. And then we're gonna try npm run dev and opening up our localhost. And nothing, of course, happens. Why? Why is that? ABC. Let's try to fix this. This is just because I'm a super noob. This. What does the game do? Nothing other than this. Okay. So the chat and then just go to Copilot edits and add some files. We're gonna have index, and we're gonna have game, and then we're gonna say, okay, when I run this app, nothing is rendered. Why? I suspect that this way of referencing FJSX is wrong. Whoa. Okay, okay, okay. Pointing the wrong entry point. Yes, of course. Okay, so I guess I didn't properly initialize React. So if I do this and save all and go back to my browser, it now works. Awesome. So in my app.jsx, this is just a component that is wrapping the game, and I was actually missing. I shouldn't have deleted the main.jsx. Let me just have a quick look because I want to learn. So that was my game, but this is my game JS and then app JSX. And here it doesn't actually mention it at all. Probably it was using the context from further up here. Yeah, here's the main JS, which sets the game. Okay. I want to merge main and app. It feels unnecessary to have both main JSX and app JSX here, so I'll just merge it into one so that my main JSX directly imports game. Yeah. So now I no longer need this one, correct? Yeah, it is still rendering, and now I no longer have app.jsx. So let me look at game JSX here, 800 by 600. Is that what I want? Let's start with that. We can have a logo here. All right. So let's commit this. Initialize React plus feet project with basic game setup and configuration. Awesome. Yes. Great. Now let's go back and look at our specification. So we have 6 phases. Great. Let's have a look. Here is a granular iterative blueprint for a cookie clicker game implementation. Phase 1, core infrastructure. Basic phaser setup. Create the basic phaser 3 setup with game config. Preload as in loads a placeholder cookie image. This we basically have already. Let's just have a quick look at the game. So I guess this is the logo that we have a placeholder for here, which is fine. And okay, main scene with the cookie image centered on the screen. Click handler, basic text showing level 1, health bar. Okay. Fine, we can run this prompt just to see if it can fix up the missing parts here. Prompt 2, implement the core health mechanics. Add health variable starting at 100. Create an update loop that decreases health by 1 per second. Okay, that's a little bit slow probably. Make click handler increase health by 10. That's probably a little bit too much, so we need to balance this somehow, but we can make some prompts for that. Update health bar width proportionally. Add game over check. Okay, console log is probably not exactly what we want, but add basic health text display. Fine. Level progression. Check current level. Check time survived in current level. Yeah, fun. Level progression requirement 10 times level seconds. What does that mean? Probably some score. Okay. Update level text display. Add level up method that increases level. Resets survival timer and logs new resistance. Placeholder. Okay. And then we're going to implement the resistance system. Create resistance object. At level 2, set call resistance to 0.5, 50%. Modify damage calculation, base handling. Apply resistance before adding to health. Console log, final healing amount. Add resistance display. Okay. Skill system, create skill system. Player skills with available skills. Awesome. Selected skill. Awesome. I want us to be able to switch skill during the game to add some clicking skills. So if you see that the boss has, or if the cookie has fire resistance, you need to switch to one of your other skills. And if you don't have that yet, you're screwed. And then the next time you need to go back and learn. Empty modifiers, fine. Click handler uses selected skill. Add skill damage types, fire 10, lightning 10, or Yeah, sounds okay. Then we have the modifier system, implement modifier framework, create modifier pool, flat, multiplier, dot. Okay, probably need to do some work here to make something more interesting. After each level up, show placeholder choice UI. Yeah, apply modifier to current skill, update skill damage calculation, add modifier, display text, fine. Phase 4, system integration, UI, great. Panel, UI stuff, fine. Choice system, create model overlay on level up, okay. Show 3 random modifier skills, add button handlers for choices, validate, selection update. Sounds pretty good. Resistance scaling. Okay, I want to adjust this. I think I want something to happen every level, not every 5 level. But no, of course not 50% existing workers. Probably need to modify this a little bit. But I think we can do that when we get there. And then final game loot, connect all systems. Implement proper game over screen. Victory check at level 50. Send seed-based randomization. It's gonna be cool. Balance initial numbers. Balance initial numbers. Yeah, okay, sure. Base healing 8. Level time. I think this is, with some modifications, this is going to be a pretty okay starting point. And this has all like the game mechanics and systems that I want. Uh, Not exactly how I want it, but the systems will be implemented, and then we can change the systems after and do some play testing and see how it feels. I think this is going to be fun. And then phase 6 expansion ready. I love that. Continues with additional phases for extra skills, modifiers, effects, etc. Amazing. Okay. Copy. We'll go into a prompt plan. Boom, 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 boom. Save. And I will go to the preview here. And I will pin this. Can I do that? Pin. So we have that here. Why is it not rendering properly? Okay, so text. Okay. Not fun. Will that be better? Why is it not rendering properly? Is it because of... Okay, there are some... Not sure why. That's this code block is not rendering in... Yeah. Okay, screw that. Not important. Probably it's because it's already inside a markdown block here, I am guessing. So I could just probably remove this and it will look like what I want. Okay, so We will copy this prompt and okay, it has a pending edit, which I want to accept probably. Just have to check what that was. Save all. Okay, seems to be nothing. And then I am in this Copilot edits mode. I have the first prompt, and I'm actually not sure how to kind of want the whole thing. So if I go to this chat, I can say workspace, and it will like use the whole workspace as context or search the whole. But why can't I do that here? Can I? At work? No, I can't. So if I add 0 files, what will happen? Do I really need to? Can I multi-select? No. I can probably say open editors then. That is like all the important ones for now, I guess. Yeah. Create the basic faces setup, game config, preloader scene, cookie image, click handler, blah blah blah, health bar. Okay, let's try this. Of course, I already have a lot of these, so let's see what it's going to do. Will it pick up that I have React? Should be when it's reading the game JSX file. Okay, okay. So, what happened? Game JSX. So it created two scenes for me, the main scene and the preloader scene. Seems fine. And then it added them to the scene array instead of doing this. Okay, that is fine. That now I just have one file for each scene instead of initializing them here. I like this. Look at our main scene. We have a level text. We have a cookie image. We have a click handler. I will accept this. In our preloader scene, we have just a loading text. We are loading assets.cookie. And that is extremely nice. So far, so very good. So let's save all. Have a quick look in the browser. And if I refresh this, oh my god. We have level 1 rendered, and we have our health bar, and we have a placeholder image. Now I want to just generate an image. Build an image of a cute dinosaur. Make it, what should it be, like 150 times 150 pixel times 50 pixels. Can you make a ground translucent? Oops, I didn't mean to click enter there, but oh well. Okay, this is definitely the dinosaur we are going to save. Um, so this is probably creating WebP again, which should be fine. Can I load WebP in Racer? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I will go to have the downloads here. Yes, cut C colon git repos episode to public. Is it public assets? And dinosaur dot webp dinosaur. And then let's go back to here and go to our main scene, and we have 150 times 150 dinosaur, and this image is loaded in our preloader scene, and it should be called dinosaur dinosaur dot webp. So here we are loading the image with a key, and this key here is what I can reference in my main scene here. Right, we have already loaded the image, so here we can just say we're going to add an image to this scene, and it's the dinosaur image. So this is the key from the preloader scene. All right, set interactive. What does that do? Yeah, to enable it for input. I'm not sure if we need that. Set scale 0.5. That will make it 50% smaller, which we probably don't want. Let's see what it looks like now. Oh yes, way too big. How come it is so big? Okay, I think I know why. It's because I bet that even though I specified the LLM that it should be 150 by 150 pixels, it did not respect that at all. So we need to scale it down quite a lot. Why don't I have live reloading here? I don't know. This is a good size, I think. Blur it. What happened? What happened? Oops. What happened? That's from yesterday. I had to clean up my windows. Okay, it doesn't look so good when I scale it down. Why is that? Let's ask. Let's go to chat here because I just want to ask a question. Um, the dinosaur will size red p image is Chris and just after scaling down to 0.1, it does not look good. What can I do? Okay, so adjusted texture filtering. Okay, first of all, maybe this is the problem as well. No, it shouldn't be. Or is it? What does this mean? Why? Okay, first let's try this then. Do we see any difference? Whoa, crashed. It crashed. Interesting. What is going on? Set texture filter is now the function. So the AI is hallucinating here. So, but I can try this in the load image at least. This does load image, and then we can have an object here with frame width and frame height, which should be 150. This is actually the recommended approach. In that case, I will remove this one again, and we will see. Do I even need the scaling now? Let's try without. Nope, that makes a big dinosaur. So this, let me see, I want, okay, please center the image in the scene. Right now I'm placing it at 150x, 150y. So since my canvas is 800 by 600, this should, but not really, it's starting. So yeah, so this will not be center, but at least it's slightly better. I will fix it later. Um, right, so seems I need to change back this one. Um, by the way, if you see like the formatting is changing quickly, that is because of prettier command, prettier extension that I have, and I have enabled format on change. Sorry, format on save. Format on save here. So every time I hit Control S, it will actually format the document. This is the first time I'm doing this in a project, but so far I really like it. All right. So I've set back the scale. Let's have a look now. Yeah, it actually put it in the center, did it? Didn't expect that. So that means it must be offsetting. I thought that the upper left corner should be at 300, 400, and I should render it here, but I am wrong, I think, unless there's something I'm missing. Okay, so if I click the dinosaur, you can see in the console window here that the counter is increasing. So this is a great start. I will go back and I will commit this, make sure everything is saved and done with prompt 1. click on click let's sign up. So and commit. Great. Okay. So we're done with prompt one and quite happy with the results so far. It's going much better than in episode one. So that is always good. So let's continue with prompt number two. Didn't I? Yes, I did. Prompt two, health system foundations. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to start a new session and open editors, my input, and implement the core health mechanics. Add health variables starting at 100. Create aptitudes that decreases health by 1 per second. I think we can start with 5 per second. Make a click handle, increase health by 10. So we definitely need to play around with these. But that's fine. I mean, that's we always have to do game balance at some point. So add game over check, console log when health is less than 0. Add basic health text display. Okay, let's go. Okay, key changes made. Added health and max out. Modify click counter to heal cookie. Added health text display. Implemented health strain using phaser's time event. Okay. Added update method to handle health bar and game over check. Created helper methods for healing and draining health. The health now drained by 25 per second. Clicking to go. Fine. It has only modified this main scene. We should probably have like a dinosaur class and a player class or something like that, but I guess we'll get to that later. So max health is 100. I'm not sure if I actually want to have max health, do I? Maybe I do. To avoid overpowered builds. Okay, so now instead of logging click, it will actually heal, and then we have a health text that is updating. Awesome. And we have a time.add event, delay 1000, so every second it will drain health, and the drain health will reduce health by 25. Callback scope this, okay. And the health bar will update and the health text will update. Eventually, I want the health to be drained like on each frame and not just like in chunks of 25, but I will do that later or at some point. For now, I'll focus on just get the game up and running. So I think this looks fine based on our prompt. Let's try it again. Oh my god, the health is draining, but we can keep up. It's no problem. Oh my god. Will we die? Probably if I stop clicking. Bam, game over. Well, that went very well. I can just commit prompt number 2. Prompt 2 done. Basic L and hearing system. Perfect. Okay, then we're starting to get into the flow. Prompt 3. Level progression. Okay, let's copy this and create a new and add open editors and we'll check current level, start at 1, check time survived in the current level, level progression requirement 10 times level seconds. Okay, let's see what it implements here. Is this what we want? Okay, let's see. Update level text display. Add level up method that increases level, resets survival timer, and logs new resistance. Placeholder. Okay, great. Modify main scene to track level. Add necessary properties for tracking time and level. Add methods for level progression and timing. Automatically progress to the next level when enough time has passed. The difficulty increases with each level through faster health drain, but the max health also increases to compensate. Well, sounds reasonable. Level 1, time survived. Time text, updating, awesome. And update level progression timer. Okay, I guess. And check for level progression if time survived is greater or equal to the required time. And the required time is 10 times this dot level. So in level 1 it will be 10 seconds, in level 2 it will be 20 seconds. Okay. Maybe. Might be very slow at level 50. It will be like 500 seconds. And level 49 will be 490 seconds. So we definitely need to tweak this, or else it's going to be really boring to complete the game. All right, and at level up, we're increasing the level, setting time survival to 0, and updating the level text and logging a placeholder for resistance system, and increase difficulty, which is the max health is this was level 10 times 10. So this is okay, fine. So at level 2 and at level 1 it will have 110 damage and then 120 and 130. And the drain is 25 plus level times 2. So at level 1 it will 27 and then 29. Okay. Not the most sophisticated system, but it might work. And I am quite happy with this. So I'm going to save it and we are going to play the game. Great. What happened? Okay, a slight bug, is it? 31. Why is it not? Okay, so we got to level 2. Oh, it's more difficult for sure. Okay, so there's a bug here. We're not allowed to progress to level 3. Yeah, well, what the heck? Yeah, right, because we need to survive for X amount of seconds. That's true. Awesome. So for level 3, it should be. So actually, I wanted to count down instead of up for sure. And I'm dead. Okay, awesome. I want to change this right away. So instead of counting upwards on time survive, I want it to count down time time to survive until next level. Yeah. Also, I think it's a little bit aggressive, like 10 seconds per level. It's going to be quickly be boring. So I think for now I'll just adjust it a little bit so we don't have to wait so long until to level up. I have to try to make a fun game, that's for sure. Okay, so time to survive, get required time. And I want this to be, okay, we'll change this manually. If time is, so if time is going to 0, then we level up. Right, and I want to change this text to, but fine, this is good. Time to survive, time to next level. Okay, should of course make a variable of this, but because we need it here as well, to next level. Save it, and we're gonna play. Time to next level. I really want to make this health bar update on each frame. Okay, awesome. And I just also want to change so that the level counter is not so aggressive. Um, I probably shouldn't be tuning at this point in time, but okay. So um, what should we do here? Let me think. Um, should we just do 10 plus level maybe for now? 10 plus level. Think so. We will definitely adjust this. So now it's 11. for level 1. Still 11, but for level 2 didn't seem right. Maybe it was just, yeah, now we have 12. Okay, fine. Probably a small bug there, but whatever. I really want to make this draining work. Um, I want the hell. Let's give it a try. Shouldn't spend time on this, but it's gonna be so much cooler. Yeah, to be drained visually every frame. Will it understand this prompt? It's not super clear, but let's see. I think this is going to be but a nice visual upgrade to the game if it works. Let's see. Okay, so it removed the drain health function. And now instead, in the update function, it is calculating drain amount, drain per second, plus level times 2 times delta divided by 1000. Okay. I'm on my second beer now, so I'm not even going to try to. But now it's not based on this event. Now it's based on this, and it's under delta time. Sounds okay. Drain per second. Okay. The cool thing now is I can save this and I can test it. And it freaking works. Like magic. Isn't that cool? So I've saved it, and now I can choose to either accept it or discard it. And of course, this worked very nice. So I'm just gonna accept it. And I'm gonna just double the rate. Whoa, if I do this, it's really hard. I made it to level 2. Probably the draining needs to increase as well. Well, game over doesn't work. What happened to my game over logic? If this dot health is, why is it not working anymore? I am actually not sure. The health is 0. Okay, there it works. Why didn't it work? The bug? Boom, right away. Is it something with getting to level 2? Boom, game over. I don't know what happened. Potentially a bug there, but seems to be working now. Okay. Maybe I will just slightly decrease this one. And we'll go with this for now. But I really like this change. Okay, so we are done with prompt 3 level progression. Save everything. And right away we move to prompt 4, resistance system. So this is where it starts getting interesting. Let's we can use session and add all the files and okay. Implement resistance framework. Create resistances object. Cold 0 at level 2. Set cold resistance to 0.5. 50%. Modify damage calculation. Base healing equals 10. Apply resistance before adding health. Okay, so we do not take skills into account at the moment, but that will come later. Add resistance display. So after on level 2, it should basically get 50% cold res. So it's updating the main scene. Okay. Let's have a look at the changes. So, of course, at the moment, everything is added to the main scene. We definitely need to refactor at some point, but for now, this is more than good enough. The resistances and cold is starting at 0, which is okay. And the damage type is default damage type is cold. What does that mean? Is it the damage I am doing or probably? We will see. Base healing is so it's removing the healing of 10. It's setting base healing to 10 and then calculating resistance. So the resistance for cold damage, if there is resistance to cold, it will pick this value, or else the resistance will be 0. And the final healing is base healing 10 times 1 minus 0.5. So base healing will be half if the resistance is 50. This looks very good. And then it's logging this and it's doing this healing. And then we have the resistance text to see what resistance the dinosaur has. And finally, here is just hard coded that if level is 2, the cold resist will be 0.5. So we need to make a system out of this so that it is like dynamic and eventually based on the seed of the game. So it will be different every time. But that is for later. Yeah, this function is generating the resistance text to display on the screen. I like this, so I will save it and we will play the game. Okay, so at the bottom we can see the cold resistance is 0%, and when we get to level 2 it should be 50%, and I'm doing barely enough damage. I really have to click. I can survive, but I need to really struggle to keep up. Okay, awesome. This is exactly what I wanted. It should be harder because what I want is that when you get to level 2, you can pick a skill. And if you don't pick anything other than cold, if you choose to upgrade your cold skill instead of picking fire damage, you should probably just die. And then you need to realize, okay, at level 2, I really need to, on this seed in level 2, I need something other than cold damage. So if I bump this up to 80% cold resistance or 90%, I should die. I shouldn't be able to make this at level 2. Oh no, no chance whatsoever. So this is what I want. But yeah, this is what I want. So that is awesome. Of course, we need to balance it. But let me just try with 3D% and just see, because now I didn't have any chance whatsoever. Could barely see anything happen with the health bar. Yeah, I think this is a good 80% cold resistance. It makes it clear that you need to do something else. Okay, let's accept it. And do I want to make any further changes? Maybe I should. Should I do something about this now or not? I don't think so. I think I need to think more about it, and write some prompts for this resistance system. But anyway, I think this is gonna be a wrap up for episode 1. I will done. System version 0.1 done. Gonna wrap it up here, and then I will see you in episode 2.